Girls of Monroe, Louisiana are stuck up, superior, complex, demonic beings. For these reasons, I'll go in details on this topic to the point all females in their 20s and 30s of Monroe, Louisiana gonna be mad at me for calling them out on their evil, egotistical, stuck up ways of how they mistreat good, soulful men. So let's start with this. It's so sad you have a better chance with females in third and fourth world countries than stuck up demonic girls in these big countries where Louisiana girls are located at in their 20s and 30s. And me and females in Louisiana don't mix well together, since it's like putting hot sauce with cake together or oil and water together, because spiritual guys like myself who don't worship religions and don't try to fit in a matrix just won't work well with females in Louisiana, since that's a poor mix. And females in Monroe, Louisiana always shunned me away without getting to know me, as if they had a personal vendetta, hatred towards me when I just met them and they heard stuff about me, which was one of my most painful experiences I dealt with when it came to Louisiana females. Stuck up, arrogant females who wouldn't give me time. And I repeat, stuck up, arrogant females wouldn't give me no time of the day. Besides me being too spiritual for them, it also was the fact I refused to pay females money just for them to talk to me. And here's a list of arrogant, stuck up, superior, complex, demon or females are. You got the lames like Leah Hill, stuck up, trash ass. Then the rest of these ULM University females, weak asses. And then you got the Daisha Randalls of the world, who was a spy, gang stalking agent, stranger I never met in my life, who didn't know me like that at all, who accused me of a lot of things and had police authorities come to my former address I used to live at as she stalked, due to her being a spy, gang stalking agent, just to drain my aura, to have me be depressed, to go to lame court, which showed me she is the type of demonic females who would baby trap a guy and leave him to be a single dad and put him on child support if she can lie on me and accuse me of false events. And all of that led to her own karma that came back at her demonic ass many months after, as my spirit guides and angels took care of her for that narcissistic action messing with me. Because narcissists should never mess with spiritual beings with their demonic methods. It's going to bite them in the ass, like it did that Daisha Randall weak ass. So then you got the Deshae Jacksons, aka Deshae Monets, aka Yukiko Su Youngs of the world, to the stuck up, unappreciative Kiata Williams, who blocked me on social media when all I did was show love to her post, which was so weird. How you block a person who showed you love on social media? That's crazy. And then you got Virginia Nichols' arrogant ass that always acted like she was too good for me because I wasn't a person who fit in and was my own person, carrying myself like a god she couldn't comprehend. So Virginia dealt with deadbeat lames that had no soul like her soulless ass. And then you got the Jasmine Cottons of the world, who was a passive, aggressive, covert, demonic female. Then you got the brown-skinned Susan female from Arkansas I met out in Monroe, Louisiana in the past, who subliminally disrespected me, calling me a lame with the hate look in her eyes because I came to her with respect and intelligence she never knew exists, as she only gives her time to guys who come to her like the demonic deadbeat thugs that she hooks up with in Monroe, Louisiana. So I didn't respect her evil ass anymore. Then you got Kayla Elam, to the lame stuck up Takia Hurd, who was a former next door neighbor in 2020 that never gave me time of the day, who acted like she was better than me because of a college she was in and soulless vibrational friends she affiliated with, and relied on her physical looks to get what she desires, thinking she was too good for me and I was automatically turned off. And Takia Hurd, knowing I was around her age regardless of my babyface appearance and knew she could hang with me every day since we were neighbors, she chose not to vibe with me because I didn't carry myself like a deadbeat guy who claimed himself as a real nigga, because I carry myself like a god. You know, she didn't vibe with me because I didn't carry myself like a real nigga that she likes, since she was a society zombie who goes for guys that the slave owner media presents and what majority of these females should go for, and disregard the soulful, loving, strong-willed guys that don't fit in the indoctrinated slave owner society. So Takia Hurd was intimidated by my soulful godly aura I possessed, that she shunned me away and didn't get to know me because I was a soulful spiritual guy she denied herself to connect with, since she was a soulless vibrational stuck up female who missed out on all the otherworldly intelligence I could have opened her up to on any topics that exist in this multiverse. But that Takia girl was one of those egotistical stuck up females who refused to unlearn anything she thought was correct but is indoctrination. So I rejected her evil, unappreciative ass out of my life, even when she was a neighbor, and it sucked to experience a neighbor female who couldn't naturally match my soul, or since she was a soulless, stuck up, arrogant demon. Then you got the Deja Branleys, aka Deja Hopkins of the worlds, to the Adriana Branleys of Gremlin States of the worlds. Then you got the Kayla Jones, the Camera Bass, the Anaya Nealons, the K Capones, the Michiala Williams, to the Michaela Johnsons, to the Dreesy Lashalias, to the Courtney Patterson, aka Courtney Janelles, and to the Tierra Pendletons and the Takira Gardners of the worlds, are the main examples of these stuck-up soulless females with this bad bitch fraternity girl superior complex, who think they're better because of how they physically look and what they're affiliated with, so they don't give soulful vibrational men no time of the day, since they're so used to lame deadbeat sweet talking sociopath demon guys, which is a shame. You see, females in Monroe, Louisiana in their 30s and 20s age group always be at the malls and grocery stores, and I repeat this. Females in Monroe, Louisiana in their 30s and 20s age group always be at the malls and grocery stores and everywhere, having that superior, stuck up, arrogant complex of I'm better than you because I look better and a part of this organization, and they just intentionally avoid soulful vibrational chosen one God star males on purpose, missing out on soulful vibrational males that would be so important to them besides the multiverse. And it's because these females in Monroe, Louisiana, in all of Louisiana, are not goddesses, and it shows on their soulless vibrational social media posts of how they fit in the slave owners matrix, and why they go for unintelligent guys who fit in the matrix that just make their vagina wet, along with stressful drama combo. And even females I went to school with in Louisiana are a part of that problem too, I expose, because females in Monroe, Louisiana never realized how important of a soulful being I was to the people outside of Louisiana, since Monroe, Louisiana females never went out their way to get to know me and support me due to their own egotistical, stuck-up, superior complex. And it's why I never became close with any female out in Louisiana or Monroe, Louisiana ever, because of them having stuck-up, superior, arrogant nature like the soulless demons they are. And each nationality of females in Monroe, Louisiana have this superior I'm better than you, so I won't talk to you complex, which is a turn off to me, and have me disgusted at ever looking at those females in Monroe, Louisiana. And in particular, no female in Monroe, Louisiana of brown skin complexions ever got turned away by no guy getting shunned ever, because guys out in Monroe, Louisiana be given chances to get to know the girls, but females be doing the opposite and shun guys away without getting to know them due to that superior I'm better than you complex that these lame females in Monroe, Louisiana be having, that I hate with every fiber of my cells. You see, females in Monroe, Louisiana be associating with the narcissistic, gang stalking, police gangbang organizations that are against targeted individual spiritual beings that slave owners hate. So it's another reason why I grew to hate females in Monroe, Louisiana a whole lot, when they showed their hand of being gang stalking, honey trapping females, trying to lure out spiritual vibrational men to disappoint them and set them up to be targeted with lies given to the slave owner authority systems. All the females in their 20s and 30s, especially different nationality of females with the brown skin complexions, aren't frequency attracted to soulful, vibrational, highly intelligent guys that can show and tell them things that they didn't know exist, and intelligence that can't be looked up on Google or libraries, because females in Monroe, Louisiana are soulless vibrational demons that go for demonic guys who act like wannabe thugs with zero IQ intelligence, because deadbeat guys are frequency attractive to the trashy deadbeat 20 and 30 age group year-old females in Monroe, Louisiana. And before the year of 2022 of new, fresh, soulful healing beginnings, My former time of experiences with females out in Monroe, Louisiana was all terrible. It was too many soulless vibrational females being so close in distance that we see each other daily, but it was no frequency match. So soulless or females out in Monroe, Louisiana couldn't relate to my soulful aura. Even if they were the same skin complexions as myself, it didn't mean anything. I also hated how soulless females in Monroe, Louisiana who honey trap a lot go pretend to mask up to be soulful just to have me go out my way for them just to waste my time. And girls that were former neighbors rather next door in the same neighborhood were always so stuck up like they had never had time for soulful vibrational guys. And those Monroe, Louisiana females be so boring and had no emotion within themselves in conversation and having small talk like a zombie, because it was like waking up seeing zombie narcissistic demons on a daily, and it was a terrible experience for myself. I never will put myself through again anywhere in this multiverse. And each female from ones I went out my way for in Monroe, Louisiana always made over billion plus numbers of lame slick excuses to not roll with me by subliminally saying to me they don't want no strong-willed, otherworldly, soulful God star there because there isn't no demonic, narcissistic, deadbeat Doug aura in him. And I just go off on their slick remarks, soulful beings sneak diss hating asses to show those Monroe, Louisiana girls to not play with my spiritual presence, and for them to think that a targeted individual, aka a soulful God star that's always in the shadows of a slave owner's matrix like me, wasn't gonna catch their soulful being hating energy on the spot, figured out wrong as soon as I called them out on their sneak dissing asses. And girls that I would see miles away when I would be out in stores or in neighborhoods, and they act like they didn't saw me but they see me on the low. When I peeped them, and these soulless aura girls didn't speak and just subliminally hate on me with their eye contact because I'm a soulful being, and they hated me because I wasn't a soulless demon boy that they be liking based off the slave owners media. And even rather, is homosexual or bisexual or heterosexual females in Monroe, Louisiana, they all be acting so unimpressed by each guy they see out there, as if they've been existing in the first year the multiverse ever start to exist, and think they seen everything when they have not met no otherworldly soul vibrational guys that can do new amazing otherworldly things, right? So the females in Louisiana, it's because the females in Louisiana are not free-spirited, especially in Monroe, Louisiana, with those born no personality lame females. With Monroe, Louisiana females, they're so unappreciative to the point you could do a 720 angle kicks in the air or go as far as having transformations, and they still wouldn't bat an eye with the way they be so one-track minded and don't notice any special guys in front of them, even if the soulful, talented, and out of this world intelligent type of guys live next door or same neighborhood as them was in their faces. A lot of brown skin complexion females in Monroe, Louisiana treated me as an outsider, like I wasn't one of them, even when they saw me in the brown's melanin appearance. But since I wasn't no Uncle Tom who kiss ass to slave owners, indoctrinations, or kiss ass, like, bro, let me tell y'all, since I wasn't no Uncle Tom who kiss ass to the slave owner indoctrinations or kiss ass to the police gangs and didn't gangbang, since I didn't kiss no ass to no slave owner society, the females of my age group in Monroe, Louisiana didn't like me because of that. Along with, I always had the ability to read what a female thinks of me if she ever showed me no love back, the way the Yamanaka clan of Naruto can do mind transfer jutsu to see people's thoughts and put them on the spot. And the thing about females liking tall guys is false, because there's tall guys that have souls who don't fit in an indoctrination matrix, and they aren't appreciated by 99.9% females in a slave owner matrix receiving no action. And in Louisiana, females in their 20s and 30s don't care about that tall guy stuff, because I'm 5'11" to the 6'2" height range. And in Louisiana, once upon a time, every female around my age groups that saw me in their vehicles or out in the store or anywhere wasn't drooling over me to be inside their guts and be in their life. So my brown skin tone and the 5'11" to 6'2" height range, it didn't matter to them, as they showed they're so used to seeing it and act like they saw everything in their life, as if they saw a humanoid life forms floating and flying in the sky before, knowing well they haven't seen everything in their life, acting unimpressed with each guy without getting to know them. but females in their 20s and 30s in Monroe, Louisiana are heartless individuals. A guy could be any shade of brown skin, be tall as the Anunnaki, or just 7 feet tall, and females in Monroe, Louisiana still going to be going crazy trying to be in his life and just act like he don't exist. As these Monroe, Louisiana females in their 30s and 20s, they just act like they're too good because of their physical looks or some false artificial status they have in society, and don't have a mind, heart, and soul to get to know soulful vibrational males that be in front of them, and they miss out like the dumb fools that they are. And me, man, I know I have a baby face being in my 20s, looking like I'm 14, 15 years old, competing to be a 5-star recruit to a university within 4 years, which I am honored to have the genetics for, by the way. But dang, LOL, these females in Monroe, Louisiana, that were around my age of 20s out there could have asked me how old I was and got to know me instead of just being all stuck up and shun me away. You see, and dressing flashy, having your own style and personality to clothes you wear isn't good enough for females in Monroe, Louisiana, as they like zombie, bland, dead vessel, soulless, vibrational dudes, since the females in Monroe, Louisiana are dead vessel, soulless beings and alive bodies, which is sad to see. The way Monroe, Louisiana females had treated me was very hateful, like I didn't belong. I got treated harshly like my existence didn't matter, the same way Naruto got hated by villagers in the Leaf Village when he was a kid before he became a ninja, because Naruto got accused for causing destruction on the Leaf Village due to a nine-tailed fox was sealed inside of him. And because of all the slick hate and harsh demonic treatment I received from females in Monroe, Louisiana, I truly hated all the females in Monroe, Louisiana around my age group of 20s to 30s, to the point I wish nothing but erasure on their demonic existence, because all the females in Monroe, Louisiana had treated me like trash, turning me away with so much shunning without getting to know my soulful, fun personality. And females that never got to see my fun, creative personality were always ones who just shunned me away without getting to know me. And it bites them back harder than all the shunning they did, turning me away when I was kind to them. So I rejected those evil females in Monroe, Louisiana back harder. The females in Monroe, Louisiana having that arrogant, egotistical, superior complex is their own downfall. And they end up being lonely due to all of that bad girl, independent woman indoctrination they follow, made by the slave owners, that destroys them forever, and they miss out on soulful vibrational males. And it's evil that a lot of these demons stuck up Monroe, Louisiana females do when they just turn away random guys with so much shunning without getting to know them, and then complain they can't find no soulful or supportive guy, like a hypocrite like they are. And these stuck up females in Monroe, Louisiana, who has a bad girl superior complex, that be so religious but be hypocrites in their religion, always turn away guys that were kind to them and shun them away. I get it. If a guy trolls a female and being demonic and they just turn him away, it would make more common sense. But to turn a guy away that's genuinely kind and super intuitionally intelligent is so wrong on everything. Monroe, Louisiana females are so one-track mindless females. They are so boring to the point you can't have no free-spirited sexual creativity with them, like having sex in the vehicle to doing so many magical love-making role-play creations, because Monroe, Louisiana females are soulless demons with no emotional availability and no open-minded creativity due to being a deadbeat, no-good narcissist who are disguised as physically good-looking females that look like IG models but are emotionless skeleton individuals. You see, the emotionally available, otherworldly, intuitionally intelligent god stars and goddesses who aren't indoctrinated by slave owner system always make the best individuals to connect and have love making sex with, since goddesses and god stars always have new soulful imaginations to bring spice in love making sex realms with the ones we are emotionally attracted to. Y'all reading it right now. But Monroe, Louisiana females can't see that, since they're soulless deadbeat females who can't see free-spirited, open mind, heart, soul men, even if they replay this video every day to stick with them and it goes out their ear like they don't comprehend my language. But it's cool, because females in their 30s and 20s in Monroe, Louisiana, and all places of Louisiana just got exposed on how egotistically stuck up they are towards soulful, vibrational, and sexually intelligent and all-around creative men they pass on. You see, I never had my first kiss or had sex with females I went to school with ever, and not even females in Louisiana, as I never kissed or had sex with any of these lame, toxic females out in Louisiana during my times there, since every female in Louisiana, especially Monroe, had shunned me away like a fool and didn't get to know me for my soul like a soulful person would have done, because I was a strong-willed, serious, soulful being who had intelligence to know things of the future of many things an average person wouldn't know or shouldn't know, which had females in Louisiana thought I was lame for being an intelligent person who questioned everything and not be a dummy that goes with the society indoctrinated ways, which was what lame zero IQ females in Louisiana are attracted to, which is a facepalm of sadness to me. And I didn't try to fit in to be popular in a slave owner society or indoctrination public schools, and didn't try to be a deadbeat thug that these females go for all the time and have babies without in Louisiana like the lame toxic girls that they are. And these results I experienced of never having a first kiss or sex with girls in Louisiana happened since a lot of the girls in Louisiana, especially Monroe area, were soulless, stuck-up, egotistical demons who thought they were better than me because of how they look and they fit in the matrix, being a follower to the slave owner ways, and thought the guys who fit in society's view of what real men are, which were deadbeat, sweet-talking, thug narcissists who walk out on them, and the children who are in style, which is a shame, man. So that's all I gotta say on this topic.